Welcome back to Glowing Card Gaming Night Shift. It's 10:40. You know where your gamers are. It's September 7th, 2025. Sunday. And now, your host, Adam. Everybody, the things I do for you guys. I swear, things I do for you guys. Where's the... It was being used in another app. I had to shut it and open it up. Here. Alright, we're good now. Welcome back to Glowing Card Gaming. I'm your host, Adam. Tonight, we're going to do a little bit of debunking. We're going to move it along. We're going to get right into that. We're going to just go back to Depths of Despair, do a quick one tonight. It's an older video of theirs, about 2 months ago. So we'll cover that. And then we'll head right into Hollow Knight for a little bit. Follow the stream. Just a quick update, we got to 92 subscribers now on YouTube, so we're really moving up, but really do need for people to subscribe. There's a lot of people out there watching these videos, a lot of people, and about 1% of you are subscribed, so be sure that if you've watched more than one of my videos or one of my shorts, especially if you watched more than one. If you've only watched one, but you've enjoyed it, also subscribe. If you watched more than one, and you're enjoying them, please subscribe. Help us grow the channel. Alright. Enough with that. Oh yeah, Kick is up to 17. It hasn't really changed. And then, we also are up to 37 on Twitch. Alright. Let's stop the music and we'll get right into the Depths of... Wait, I had this all ready to go. What? Yeah, that one. Alright, here we go. Let me share the screen capture. Let's go right into this guy, and I hope you enjoy this. Let's debunk it together. None of it's real. None of it's real.
Cat senses.
There we go.
On May the 9th of 2025, a security camera outside someone's home captured something very strange. It's 4:57 AM and a cat can be seen outside the house. When all of a sudden something catches its attention. Watch closely.
I've seen this first part like 5 times now. Let's get to it. Cats are very fast, too. Very fast.
The cat sees something that makes it move closer to the gate. Then out of nowhere, the gate opens on its own, completely scaring the cat away. Then a creepy, unexplained growl-like sound is heard.
You can see like a couple orbs. They look
and at
like
the exact same time, an orb flies past towards the gate.
2 of them.
The owner of the video states that the gate is very stiff and doesn't open easily without being forced open. She believes the property may be haunted, and the cat seemed to notice something too. But until further updates, this one remains a mystery.
Okay, so I think the cat just noticed the gate opened. Weird. No one's there. Not normal. It knows something's wrong. Might not know exactly what's wrong. And then maybe it hears that sound, or that sound's getting louder. It's like, yep, I'm out of here. So it takes off. That sound could be literally anything. Anything at all. The wind could have gotten that gate. especially since she says it opens very easily. Anything can open it. That could be a motorized gate, too. And maybe something's a little malfunctioning. Whatever. There's tons of stuff that could be. I don't trust really any of that. And orbs, some lights glaring off the lens of the camera, or some dust floating by. Perspective is very difficult with those. Did it float out the gate? It looked like it did. It looked like there were two of them that floated out of the gate. But to me, it's just some dust floating. It's coincidental. It looks that way. I don't think there's anything unusual about that video, other than the combination of events seems a little weird.
Night drive. A man named Leroy Perez was driving down the motorway late one night somewhere in Ecuador, along with his family. At some point during the drive, a truck passes in front of them and they notice what looks like something disturbing coming from within the back of the truck. So they decide to follow it for a while. Take a look.
Pero borra eso porque va a salir todos los comentarios que le diga madre. Después los online van a ir. Ahí se ve.
Ahí estamos viendo, aquí en la carretera Naranjal, unos niños, son una sombra. No hay gente ahí, mi gente, créame. Estamos totalmente sorprendidos y asustados al mismo tiempo. Estoy viajando con mi familia. Se ven unos niños que juegan en un carro que está totalmente vacío en la parte de atrás. Es algo increíble. Tenemos el miedo total aquí en el carro, pero en el nombre de Cristo no va a pasar nada. Ya mismo comienzan a jugar, comienzan a tirarse del carro. Las sombras se tiran del carro. Es algo sorprendente, algo de no creer.
The man follows the truck and notices.
So he says they'll jump off the car? That's weird. It does look, I mean, it looks like there are kids back there. But it's kind of a repetitive scene. I wonder if, I mean, what time of year is this? Is somebody, rigged something up in the back of their truck for Halloween? Where it's a slight casting onto that plate in the back, and then like some shadows are being cast, like a rotating piece of paper, or maybe not that, but cardboard or something a lot firmer that makes it look creepy. I mean, or is this editing? The guy seems to be reacting in real time, but who knows?
This is what looks like kids moving around in the back of the truck. After following them for a while, the man starts to believe these aren't real kids, based on how the figures look, as they seem to just be dark silhouettes. Could this be similar to the case in Georgia where a man followed a suspicious truck?
So, hold on. The other thing, I forgot, there's one other thing. So, truck drivers, and especially if they have a bigger cab, and I don't know what the size of the cab is in front of this, might have there's like a little sleeping area in the back part of that. And a lot of times they'll have a window or something like that. It's possible that this is that kind of a truck, or it has that kind of a cab, and the window is it's got something over it to stop everybody from seeing the inside of it. But the guy brought his kids along for this trip. Maybe it's some sort of holiday, maybe it's somebody's birthday or whatever, and he just wants to be with his kids. They're riding in the back and they're playing around. They have a light shining in the back so they can play whatever they're playing, and they're jumping around and being a little rowdy. And those silhouettes are actually coming from inside the truck. I know it kind of does look like they're 3D silhouetted outside of the truck, but that could just be a trick of the eyes or a trick of the lens. This could be projecting from the inside of the truck.
And ended up saving lives. Or is it something paranormal? Or maybe something else entirely?
And again, look at how blurry this is. I mean, he doesn't even have to blur the plate. You can't see it anyway.
No. In another video, a couple living in California was on their way to a concert in Santa Cruz later.
This is higher def. This is going to be higher def, so we're going to not use the excuse of low def blurriness to discount things.
Night. They had a fun time enjoying the performance from their favorite band. It wasn't till around 12:30 a.m. on the way home that something creepy happened. While driving downhill on a dark road known as Highway 17, also referred to as Killer 17, due to the fact that many accidents occur here, something catches them off guard and it's all caught on their vehicle's dashcam. Watch closely.
So, we've had videos like this before. There might be an actual person standing there. I know that you probably go back, they might be fading in, which makes it seem kind of haunted. Could be somebody just trying to cross the road in the middle of the night.
Okay. Someone was in the middle of the fucking road.
The couple were completely terrified by the sudden sighting of a figure in the middle of the road. After a closer look as they approach, you still can't make out a figure on the road. It's as if the person appears out of nowhere.
Well, and the way he's dressed, and I'm sure this is not intentional. I'm sure he didn't intend for this to be the case, but he's got a black shirt and then like khakis or something that match the color of the road or the background, you know, the dirt on the side of the road, or I guess it's kind of monotone. It doesn't really look like it's full color. Although you can make out a little bit of color, like the yellow on the side for the yellow stripe on the left. But it's hard. And his what he's wearing matches the landscape, so it's really difficult to see until you're right on him. Could be somebody using drugs and just wandering around out there. You never know.
Right by the car last second, causing a near miss and catching the driver off guard.
See, he seems to fade in, but if you're really looking, I think he was there the whole time. Like, you just can't see him until you're right up on him because of the way he's dressed. His feet are even white like the lines. He's not, the weird thing is he's not trying to dodge or get out of the way. I don't know if there's another car in that other lane, and he's standing really still just so he won't, you know, step out in front of the other car and won't step back in front of this one. It is weird, but there is a reasonable explanation for that.
The figure seems to just be standing there, but as the car passes by, the rear view camera captures something entirely different.
So it doesn't see anything.
On the rear view dashcam, nothing out of the ordinary is seen. This left the couple deeply unsettled, unable to comprehend what they just witnessed. The front dashcam clearly shows someone or something appear beside the car on the road. But as the car passes the figure, it doesn't appear on the rear dashcam. At first they thought it was just dark and someone was standing on the middle of the road. But after what they saw on the dashcam, they aren't so...
So the other thing, a couple things, it could just be, as I've said, especially these dash cams that get used over and over and over again, could be a double exposure type, or, you know, where a piece of a former file didn't quite get fully erased and is overlaid into a new file. I think that does happen and creates weird things like this, weird anomalies. It could be editing too. Well, let's edit this guy in on the first video, nothing in the back. Let's make them really guess about what it is.
Convinced anymore, especially considering that this highway is notorious for accidents. They believe they may have seen a ghost. Luckily, Sabi was able to maintain composure after the sudden shock and didn't swerve off. Otherwise, this could have been a complete disaster. The school. The following video comes from a man named Mike who discovered an abandoned elementary school surrounded by trees and located some distance.
That last one's pretty unusual. I don't know for sure. I mean, some of these could be paranormal. Out of all the videos ever filmed, captured, there's got to be some that are real, I would think. But which ones are real and which ones are edited and fakery? Who knows? And I think there's too many of them that really are fake. I don't think a lot of these are real. I used to believe in ghosts and paranormal activity, but ever since I started making these and watching Queso and his debunking, like there was one that Queso, and maybe I'll find the video, but they're in like a hospital, and you see the shadow kind of go across one wall, kind of goes, it's a little weird. And I can't remember, it might look like it walks back and forth for a minute, and then goes across. And then I realized, and as Queso was talking, they had stuff hung up like it's a party. And you look at there's a cardboard cutout of some kind, or a paper cutout of some kind, up by the light, and it's slowly turning. I'm like, that's what happened. That piece of paper cast that shadow on that wall. This is not paranormal in the least. So once I started actually thinking about light and the way light is projected and how shadows, like something stops the light because it's shadow, and perspective, a lot of this stuff, you can really start to see, oh, this is not really a haunting or anything. It's just weird shadows being cast from distances, making it seem like there's something there. The disembodied voices, stuff like that, it could be edited in. Who knows? Unless you hear it yourself and you know there's nothing haunted about where you're living, it's really difficult to say that something isn't edited in or anything. I know I've said that before.
Away from any other buildings. Mike had heard rumors of the place being haunted, and after setting out to find the location, he gets the brave idea to explore the place alone. And immediately after arriving, he starts to feel like he's being watched. Watch closely.
So I'm just going to say right now, you just saw somebody's hoodie right there. I mean, there's somebody in the area. It looks like it was hung there purposefully. And it looks like it was hung there purposefully not long ago because, I mean, this looks like a fairly heavy wooded area or stuff that receives a lot of water, rain, wind, all of that stuff. It's just kind of, here, let's go back and look at it again. Yeah, it's just hung on this thing like it was just hung on there. Like the leaves haven't moved and the wind hasn't blown them free of the jacket, hasn't knocked the jacket off. I mean, the jacket hasn't been there long enough to press down on anything. Somebody just hung that there within a few hours of this filming. I'm almost going to say this is fake, but I don't know if the guy filming realizes it's fake. Why did you look up in there? Hey, there's a jacket. What? Oh. I guess, is there somebody in the tree? I mean, why is that hoodie there? I get it. I get it that he gets the feeling he's being watched. Oof. How does it still have light?
As Mike first surveys the surrounding area, he comes across some uniforms laying around, as if some students left in a hurry. And as he first enters the building, it's clear that it's been abandoned for some time now, with some parts even being vandalized over time. Despite the creepy signs, Mike doesn't waver and decides to head further inside.
Why is there a rocking chair? Like a single rocking chair, and it doesn't look great. Wasn't that hallway darker over there? Like, and why aren't there lights in these side rooms? Oh, this is weird. Is it dark outside now? Oh, it is. Missing? What's that missing poster? This is set up. This is fake. No way. That's twice now there's been a missing persons poster. This is fake. I don't believe this for a second. Weird photo or drawing. Is this him? Supposedly? I would be out of there. One, I wouldn't be there at night. Two, I wouldn't be there alone. This is totally set up. This is totally set up.
The place looks very creepy at first glance, and it's now getting dark outside, but he keeps exploring. As he goes deeper inside, we can see what appears to be missing person signs on the floor, and a kid's drawing of what looks like two people hiding up in the trees from someone down below, and another drawing of a very tall figure. However, Mike keeps going further, and this is when things take a horrifying turn.
He finds somebody in the building. That's like the worst thing. Twice? It looks like a rave.
Strange voices and distorted sounds start to be heard, scaring Mike, causing him to wait in a corner momentarily until it goes away. Mike starts to wonder if he should just get out of there, after an unsettling feeling starts to overwhelm him. Yet he perseveres and continues, only to see something truly horrifying.
It almost seems like aliens. You got what you wanted. You saw a creepy guy in a hood. Whatever. Yeah. Personally, I don't blame him for getting out the window. Especially if he doesn't remember how he came into the building. And you never know, like, if there's a real killer in the building, and he's walking around. See, and the creepiest thing is, I think the guy in the hoodie was looking out the window for him. And then he sees the guy that, I don't think the guy sees him, but then he runs and makes a lot of noise as he's leaving. I mean, if he would have just calmly went back around the corner, tried to walk away, unless you hear something coming after you at like a higher rate of speed, like somebody running at you, I think you try and stay calm. You try and walk out. I don't even know if you go the same way you came in, or you do what he did and just jump out the window, because if that's a real guy, you don't know what his intentions are. He could be a killer. He could be anything. But I would assume the worst and say he's a killer. So hop out the window, right? Get away, and then just figure it out after you get back home. But, what I was going to say is, you never know how long that guy's been there, and if he knows all the shortcuts. So if you actually are taking the long way to get out, and he knows of another staircase or something and can cut you off, not good. So that's why I think going out the window might have been actually really good.
The same creepy, distorted voice is heard, only this time much closer, and when Mike peeks around the corner, he sees two tall, dark shadow figures standing at the end of the hallway facing each other. Mike is immediately overcome with fear and turns to run out of there without hesitation.
It's weird, because it's
quickly
like
climbing out of the window and running out.
He waits until it focuses, so he's like looking through the camera. He's not even looking around the corner at it. If he had looked around the corner at it with the camera, I mean, maybe they turn and look at him, but to me it looks like just a couple figures dressed in cloaks, just kind of standing there, maybe talking to each other in some weird tones. Aliens. They're aliens. No. I think they're probably a couple of guys that, to quote the Fresh Prince, we're up to no good, are making trouble in that neighborhood. So to avoid the fight, he got scared and ran out the window. All right, enough of that. Let's move on. I just think this is fake, though, the whole way. Like the missing posters, too convenient. They've probably been in that building, the wanted posters, for a long time. So for him to just be there looking at that stuff, and they look almost freshly printed. Like he was meant to see that, or this is all set up. I think it's set up.
Of that, the figures look to be facing each other, and Mike believes that the distorted voices was coming from the two shadow figures, somehow communicating with each other, which sounds terrifying. The shadow also resembles that tall dark figure in the drawing, and the other drawing where they were hiding in the trees from something. Could this be what the kids were referring to? Perhaps the school has been haunted for a very long time. Either way, Mike was so terrified he never set foot near this school ever again, and says that he still hears the distorted voices till this day. The Mystery Box. I featured Kyle Anthony on the channel previously. One day he heard banging coming from his attic door, so he went inside and discovered a box with a doll and other creepy contents.
I finally go through the contents of the box after I find the doll, and there's a journal in there, along with a bunch of little, like a marble and just some change and just a bunch of dirt and probably mouse poop and stuff. It's nasty. But the journal is weird. The journal is extremely, extremely weird.
That's a series of numbers.
It's filled with a bunch of creepy drawings and some kind of code that's just a bunch of numbers.
After retrieving the box and analyzing the contents, he discovers a journal full of bizarre images and numbers. However, after uncovering the box, the activity didn't stop. On another day, he begins to hear something coming from the attic door once again.
Alright, for any of y'all who don't believe that this is real, and I'm just making it up, I'm about to prove it to you.
It's like he's both scared and tired of this crap. Did he almost fall? Is that what that was?
All right.
Nothing.
There's nothing up here.
Kind of looks like my attic. It is one continuous shot. I will say the one thing I will say about all of this, and I understand it's a ladder, but we have a fan leading up to our attic, which is kind of almost like this. And if that fan is on, it kind of does the same thing. But our house is very well insulated because when everything's shut and it's a high wind day, nothing happens. But if something's slightly open, that way up to the attic rattles just kind of like that. So my guess is that there's some sort of opening or leak in the house, and you should get that checked out.
There's nothing up here. I told you.
Loud banging can be heard, but as he goes inside the attic, there's nothing there. The next day, he manages to decode 2 pages of the journal with the help of a viewer.
But the main thing I wanted to talk about was this guy in the comments. I showed y'all this journal, and he apparently decoded this page. According to him, it says something like, sewing kit, because doctor says I need a little hobby because my Shelly doll is not alive. Are you Shelly? What in the hell's going on? And look at this. Look at this. This is freaking creepy. Well, who did this? It's burnt. And what's going on? I don't even want to mess with this thing. Yesterday, I decoded the first page. I'll put that on the screen now. And now I'll put the translation. That's really weird, isn't it? It says Shelly.
Hold on.
That's really weird, isn't it? It says Shelly.
The doll has no eyes.
The journal has said Shelly, Shelly. Ring the bell.
Both times it said something about no eyes or removing the eyes or something, and the doll has no eyes.
Flames of hell? What does that mean?
The messages seem to be focused on the doll, Shelly, who is missing its eyes. A few days later, he starts hearing knocking coming from downstairs somewhere around his house.
I can hear it again. It's happening.
Downstairs somewhere around his house.
Hold on. Okay. Why are you keeping this stuff around? Yes, I would decode the journal, but I'm telling you right now, all of this stuff would be, well, I'd dunk it in holy water and off to either throw it away or after you dunk it in holy water, donate it or throw it away. More than likely, all of this stuff should be thrown away.
House.
It's happening again. I can hear it again. I know. I'll be right back.
Is that a cat?
It's happening again. I can hear it.
Oh, a couple.
Y'all hear it too? Is it coming from the floor? Or is it coming? I can't tell where it's coming from. I can't tell where it's coming from.
His cats seem to be curious too, looking around for where the sound is coming from. Eventually, he discovers a crawl space on the side of his house. As he enters, this happens.
Let's go. And everybody's talking about my crawl space being weird. I don't know. That's the basement. Basement wall. I don't know what's going on. I didn't build it. And that's a can, I guess. RC Cola. Royal Crown Cola. All right.
Yeah, that's,
okay.
It's been a while since the RC Cola. So, I don't know when that house got built. In the 80s, I think, maybe?
That's what I was talking about. It wasn't no insulation when I was talking about. I was talking about that little thing there. It's like It's like a little heart-shaped box.
Oh, little Nirvana. Been trapped inside your heart-shaped box now for all weeks.
Oh, gosh dang. It's that thing. That's it right there. Can you just be empty? Can you just be empty?
Sierra Medusa, welcome to the chat. Sorry I didn't hear the sound. Usually it's with the tone, so I'm gonna have to check that again. What's the tea? Right now, just debunking. Sorry, I just found this really hilarious. So the doll, I don't know how long you've been watching the stream, but the doll is missing its eyes, and you just found the eyes of the doll. The doll missing its eyes was in the attic, I think. Found a box up there. And like this weird code book, all that stuff. And he just found the eyes here. I think somebody who was a little touched, a little deranged, strange, lived there before. Now, what's happening paranormally? I don't think there's anything paranormal. But I would get rid of all this stuff. I'd dunk it all in holy water, ship it off to China. No, not to China. Just toss it all away, throw it away, and see if the activity stops. If it does, maybe that truly meant it was haunted. But like the knocking and everything, it could have been an animal inside the wall because it looked really easy to get into that crawl space. That's what I'm going with for the moment. It does. No, I agree with you. I feel like this is staged. It's so weird that he finds one thing in the attic. He starts filming, and he finds one thing in the attic, and then even when he's opening this, right before he sees the eyes, he's like, please be empty. But then the eyes, like, they're too well placed in there, right? It's almost like they're glued. Yeah. Well, this is the crawl space under the house. So, like, it's from the attic all the way down into the crawl space. So it's like the entire house. But why are the eyes so perfectly in the box? When he opened it, that's what made me laugh, I think, the most, is one, he said, please be empty. And then you see this as soon as he opens it. And you knew immediately, oh, it's the eyes of the doll. Okay, I got it. But it's so perfect, like they're staring at you. It's like, yeah. I agree. It's planned. It's too perfect. I mean, if the eyes were kind of just rattling around in there like a pair of dice, and one was kind of upside down or, whatever, then I could believe it a little bit more. These look almost like they're glued in there. Maybe they are. I don't know. And then to have a code in the book, and then a user decodes it and then allows you to decode the rest of the book, and the stuff that it says, maybe it isn't this guy that staged it. Maybe somebody who lived there before did stage it, but it seems really coincidental. Anyway, let's see what else you got.
Deep in the crawl space, he finds a pair of eyes, which clearly seem to belong to the doll, Shelly. After all this, he decides to just put everything back in the box and leave it in the attic how he found it.
What? Why would you do that? Don't get in holy water. Toss it away. Get it out of your house, man.
But this time he sets up a security camera in the attic watching it. And after some time...
This is going to be edited. I'm sorry. So you're going to... It's like the perfect setup. It really is. I'm gonna put the box back right where I found it. Now I'm gonna put a security camera directly onto the box, and now we're gonna see something paranormal. I guarantee it. The box is gonna open, and well, the box is probably just gonna open. That's probably all that's gonna happen here. If I call it, this is fake for sure.
Is this?
The box is rattling. Come on, open up.
The box vibrates and moves all on its own, even though there's nothing else up there. Later on, he starts to hear something creepy coming from his basement.
I'm hearing a little kid laughing in the basement, and I do not have children. This is freaking me out. Yeah, you do hear it too? Go.
Look at all the cats. I have 2 black cats too, by the way. So I know the black cats, mine, look exactly like that. They're only, I think they're, well, actually they're like 16 or 17 weeks now. So they're getting to be bigger size like that. But they're not as calm as these. They run around all over the place. But like having all the cats, I really like the guy for that. It makes me want to believe him, but I just don't.
Go. I'll try to go down there. Oh, God, let's see if we're here.
Yeah, I'm on Insta. What is my Insta? I think it is Glowing Card. Let me double check real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Let me get another one. Let me get it off. So. Glowing Card. It is Glowing Card. Instagram.com, Glowing Card. I have a lot of the shorts there as well. You can find them here on YouTube. I don't know if you caught it at the beginning. Only about 1% of the people watching are subscribed. So if you could subscribe and share it out, help the channel grow. I really appreciate that. Anyway, see, I do have a story about a little kid laughing in a house that I actually do believe was a haunting, but let's see what this guy's got first before I get into that.
Hear it. Goodness gracious. Shit. Do you hear that? Oh my God, that's freaky. I don't have children.
I would react like that. I would react exactly like that. This guy sounds like a redneck, by the way. Let's finish out this video and I'll tell you.
And I'm home alone. My fiance just went with her sister.
I would get my cats, put them in a little carrier, and go to where do you take cats? I should figure that out since we have cats. Like for dogs, they have doggy daycare, and you can take them somewhere and they can play with other dogs. I don't know if cats have anything like that. I need to figure that out. But I would do something like that. I'd pick them all up, put them in the carriers, go somewhere else, leave just for the day, and get that stuff out of your attic.
To the mall. Don't hear it anymore now. Goodness gracious.
What sound?
Now, I will say, right there in the end, you kind of see an orb. I don't know if I necessarily believe in orbs, to be honest. Too often, it could just be a piece of dust. My user on Insta is Glowing Card. GLOWINGCARD. Glowing Card. Now you're gonna make me double check that. I just had it. I'm going to be doxxed if I do that. I'm just kidding. I do want to try and stay somewhat private, so forgive me if I... Yeah, I can't show other... Here, I can show this. I can show this. This is Key and Peele, and it's somebody's suggested post. So here's Insta... Oh, it doesn't have my user when I scroll down. Why do things have to be so tough all the time? Here, let me go here. This I can show. Let me scroll down. And this does have it. There you go. Instagram.com, glowing card. Be sure to follow me and share me out. You can see all these in here. But these are also in my shorts, so not like that. No, in my shorts for YouTube, as well as I'm on X and Kick and Twitch, and I'm multi-streaming out right now on all three of those. It's hard to get on TikTok. They haven't approved me for live streaming yet, and you have to wait 30 days, and I didn't do it when I started. I only did it. Should have been 30 days, more than 30 days ago now. So we'll see if the latest round will allow me to do that. Okay. And I do appreciate the follow. Sierra Medusa, I want to give you a good shout out. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate just the follows, the shares, the likes, all of that stuff. Thank you. Really, really do appreciate that. On TikTok, I got to get to 1,000. Okay. Well, maybe that won't be so hard if I get to 1,000 on YouTube. Well, I think I'll get there, but it's going to take a while. I've been really trying to do this for about 6 months. I think I'm just now starting to settle in to these debunking videos and playing video games. Mainly, I got on to play video games. But the debunking stuff has really got me a lot of followers, at least on YouTube. So I'm going to keep doing that. Plus, I like watching these. And it's kind of fun because I used to just think they were all real and just buy into all of it. And now I'm just debunking everything, and and a lot of what I'm saying actually makes sense too. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, really do appreciate that. Anyway, I don't know why I'm not hearing. Oh, because I'm on. You know what? I just have the Twitch stream up, and I don't hear the sounds when I have. I had to restart my stream tonight because I messed up something in the beginning, and I went to the multi-stream the first time, which I can hear it. Now we're on the multi-stream. The next one you send, I should hear. This is way more complex than I thought. Streamlabs, do better. Do better. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I need to do better. I think I just need to set it so that when I'm on the Twitch stream, it actually makes the sound too. I'll get there. I'm still... Sometimes I'm figuring it out when I find something isn't working properly. I'll work around it. But tonight, we should be good. Now we should be good. And again, thank you, Sierra Medusa. Really appreciate it.
Sounds like a kid laughing is heard coming from down in the basement.
Gracious. Shit.
Kyle has no idea what's going on in the house.
I just love the reaction. Oh, yes, I promise. Let's get to the end of this section, which isn't too much longer.
What he's meant to do with the strange items in the box.
Throw it away.
You can check out more updates over on his page, but until we get some more answers, this one remains a mystery. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness at...
So this is the channel I'm watching, Depths of Despair. So be sure to, if you like the content that we're watching, be sure to check them out over there. They have a lot more content for you. Now, the one thing that I said I would share is the creepy kid voice. I have a friend who was at the time living in Utah. So he's living in Utah. And out of nowhere, he calls me one day, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, man, I hate to bother you, but you're the only one I know who's really religious or really has the chops to deal with something I'm dealing with." And to me, that caught my attention right away. I was like, "What the heck are you talking about? There's plenty of people." And I was like, "What? What does he mean?" But then he starts going into this story about, they've been living in the house for 6 months and it's been fine. And I think they started to renovate. Now, when you start to renovate an area, that can cause actual paranormal activity. I have heard of real activity starting up when you do construction and you start changing things around, because the spirits that are coexisting with you don't like change. And I can understand why. They don't want things to change from when they passed. They're comfortable where they're at, that kind of thing. But he started hearing a girl laughing and giggling at night at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And I know him, and he's got a son. And I'm like, well, could it be your son? And he's like, no. He doesn't laugh like that. He doesn't laugh like a girl. This is a girl, you can tell. And a couple of times she's actually spoken to us, him and his wife, in their bedroom in the middle of the night. Like, they're hearing disembodied voices, they're hearing things. And I was like, okay, this is, in all seriousness, this is what you need to do. You need to call an exorcist, somebody who's an expert in dealing with hauntings and paranormal activity. You need to get them to come in first to do an assessment, because generally, if you have somebody who knows what they're doing, especially from the church, they'll be able to tell just after a few minutes. They pray about things. They try and through good means try and get the activity to kind of increase so they can verify that it's really going on. And after they do that and verify that it is, they'll go ahead and do an exorcism. And that's what happened in this case. And then it turns out after that, everything was good. He called me back, 2 months later. He wasn't talking about it. And I'm like, hey, what happened? And he's like, oh yeah, I called an exorcist, just like you told me. And they came in, cleansed the house, and I haven't heard a thing since. And I'm like, okay, if it returns, let me know, or more importantly, let your exorcist know. They'll probably need to call him back up and do something a little heavier. Didn't hear from him again, at least not on that. We still talk about football and some of the other stuff. Oh, it's one more thing I want to do. It's getting to be about football season again, so we're going to start doing predictions. I already made mine. Sierra Medusa, are you still here? Can you just test my chat stream again? Just type really anything you want. But if you're not, that's fine. I'm talking to nobody. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna shift and do a couple of those videos where I did make my picks for week 1. I've got them all in. I'll show you how they all turned out. I did not get 100%, but we'll get into that in a different video. But that's also in the future. All right, time for the last video. Let's skip over this.
Knocking from a man named Rob in the basement.
The basement. Okay, there
the
we go.
following video comes from a man named Robbie. One night, while Robbie was alone at home, he started hearing knocking coming from the front door. And as he goes to open it, this happens.
I love the Beetlejuice picture. by the way. I just caught that on the side. I was like, oh, that's cool. Sometimes it's just cool to see the insides of somebody else's house, the artwork that they have, the books. I just look at, when I'm in somebody else's house, those are the things I look at. I enjoy, one, the layout of the house. I mean, especially if I know you well, you know me well, and you're comfortable with me going, just looking into the bedroom, not touching anything. I don't really care. But I can see the layout of everything. I like seeing like the different, pieces of artwork people have, plants, that kind of thing. Thank you. I heard it that time. See, now I got you. Or whoever else. I really do appreciate it. Oh, did you get the queso ramen, by the way? Have you tried that? We got it. It's the spicy beef mushroom is pretty good. I would recommend it. Except that the only complaint I have about the queso ramen is that it doesn't cook very well in the cup. Bulldog one. That's a good one too. I like that one. I think we have a couple of those upstairs. My wife is really big into that. She got me way in it because I go into college and stuff. I get the normal, what is that, Manchurian ramen, whatever that is. And I like the blue ones, which is the Oriental flavor. I like the beef packets, the pork ones, the chicken ones. Those are the ones I like. I'm very simple. And that's what I really like. But I actually, I'm kind of Irish. Yeah, go ahead. Just order. I would order a box because it's going to charge you shipping fee, and it's a flat fee for it. So go enjoy your ramen. You can have me playing in the background or watch the rest of this later after a post. Thank you again. But to finish my ramen stuff, my wife is more into the spicy stuff. But even though I'm Irish, we live in a place where we have great Tex-Mex food, and a lot of it's pretty spicy. I don't mind it. I don't eat it because it's spicy, because it has good flavor. I like the good flavor. If it's spicy and has good flavor, perfect. Let's do that. And so I think that's kind of the way I'm feeling about the spicy beef mushroom that queso has. I just wish the noodles got a little limper. They feel too firm all the time, and like the other ramen that I just get. You cook it for like 5 minutes and it gets really lean. You cook a lot of that stuff off of it, so it gets nice, and then you mix it up with the packet, and it's delicious. Almost getting hungry now. But yeah, would recommend. I know I'm helping Queso out, but yeah, I would recommend that. Anyway, I want to see the Beetlejuice picture one more time. Let's do it.
Coming from the front door, and as he
Great
goes
bathroom
to
too,
open
by the way.
it, this happens.
You just let it in.
Hello? Whoa.
Yep.
When he opened,
oh my God, he just totally let it in. Whatever it was knocking on the door like, hey, let me in. He opened it up, and there's a sound. It's in his house now.
although
Good
there
job,
was
buddy.
nobody there, but a strange sound seems to follow into his house at that moment. A few days later, he would hear strange noises that seemed to be coming from his basement. But as he checked multiple times, he never found anything there. The activity seems to be getting worse, so much so that his wife temporarily had to leave and stay at a relative's house. So he decided to set up motion detection cameras in the basement to see what they capture. Late one night, the camera captures this.
About ready to go to bed, and this keeps going off. That's the motion detector in the crawl space. I am scared to death to watch the footage from the camera down there. But we gotta...
Okay. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I wouldn't even stop to pick up this camera. I mean, I would not have. I would immediately watch that footage. Now, maybe he did, or maybe this is all fake. It almost seems like this is a setup too. Because like, if somebody's in my house, if somebody's broken in, or somebody's living down in the crawl space or the basement or wherever, I need to know that, and I need to get the cops to get them out now. I can't mess around with something like that. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Get out. Get out. This is my space. It's not yours.
Do it.
A dark figure suddenly peeks its head through a gap in the pillars, and then strangely the camera knocks over by itself at the same time. The very next day, after reviewing the camera footage, he goes down into the basement to check for himself.
That does look like somebody is living in the basement. And what if there are two people, and that's why the camera gets knocked over? It's because the second one is like, we can't show ourselves on... Take your time, Sierra. I'll be playing... we're almost at the end of this video. I'll be playing Hollow Knight at the end of this, preparing for the sequel, Silk Song, that was just released. So enjoy your ramen and come back when you have some time. But yeah, if somebody else was in the basement too, I could see that's why that happened, right? You see, like, that figure kind of stand up, like he did it a little early, like he knew the person was going to knock that camera down, and then he could stand up and move around freely without being seen. But it looks like he just was a little eager, stood up, and then the camera, same time, kind of everything happened at once. At that point, like, if you're caught and you're living in the basement, just move on. Because if you do that, if you get all your stuff and get out before I can call the cops and get them to get you out, you get to keep your stuff. I'm not going to chase you around town. I might report it to the cops, but if you're out of the basement and nothing else is going on, odds are they're not going to bother you. Don't come back. Enjoy your life, but get out of my house.
What's lurking down there when something chilling happens?
And the Beetlejuice.
I've been putting this off all day, but it's about to get dark soon, so we need to go down there.
Why?
This is the last.
Sorry. It's starting to get dark. Why'd you wait? I can tell you what I would have done. At this point, if it's dark, something heavy is going on that door. I'm putting a safe or a couple of anvils, or I'm putting a stick across where that handle is, so that somebody they just can't push up through that. They can't get in.
Thing that I want to do, but I don't really have a choice. Okay, right over there is where I saw the thing. What was that?
This looks so fake at this point. When that popped up and he was basically not standing on it, but laying on it, that was pretty good. That got me a little bit. I'm like, maybe this is real. But then he like comes out, shuts. You're an idiot. If you really do this behavior, you're an idiot. Because you have to stand on that square until, I mean, you kind of have to be there until somebody can help you. Right? Like I said, you got to put a heavy weight on that. You move a couch on it, something, so that nobody can get in from the basement. They're going to be trapped down there. Call the cops, have the cops come, take whoever that is in the basement out. If it's real. Now this, it looks like bad acting. When he turns and looks and he's breathing heavy, and it looks a little fake acting. Look at this. Look at this reaction.
The dark figure quickly scurries across the basement.
Okay, a couple things. It looks like a trash bag being pulled across the basement. And then when the thumping sound's happening on the door, it looks like fake acting. Doesn't look real. And the door doesn't appear to be moving at all. It's like something was edited. The sound was edited and added to the video after the fact. So I think it truly is fake.
Scaring Robbie out of there.
It's just fake.
Then it tries to open the hatch. And Sean scaring Robbie out of there. Then it tries to open the hatch.
I was trying to get a little more of it. Let's...
Hurries across the basement.
I want to see it
Robbie
when it's open to see if I can see a hand or...
The hatch.
Dang it. I am not fast enough.
Scurries across the basement, scaring Robbie out of there. Then it tries to open the hatch.
Oh!
He scurries across the basement,
we're gonna try to come
scaring Robbie out of there.
We're going to try again.
Then it tries to open the hatch. He scurries across the basement, scaring Robbie out of there. Then it tries to open.
I can't tell. It's too dark. If somebody wore black gloves and just kind of pushed up, I think you'd get that. It's weird because the way it opens, it's like the front hatch kind of opens. Does this look edited? It does, doesn't it? Look at how blurry he is, and the door is compared to everything else. I get it's moving, but it almost looks like it's placed in there like an image overlay on top. I think this is fake. It doesn't look real.
The hatch, and shortly after, aggressive knocking is heard at the door, but he finds nobody there. Real ghost or not, I'll let you be the judge.
I don't think it is. I think it's somebody dressed up in garbage bags. It just doesn't look real to me. I'm sorry. And real hauntings and even the faker hauntings, they don't look like this. This seems like there's actually somebody living in the basement and playing like a Scooby-Doo prank on him. Like, old Mr. Jenkins, why are you scaring everybody? I just wanted the house to myself. All these newfangled people coming in and giving me the business. I just want to be left alone in peace with my own house. Something like that. I hope this guy doesn't get a lot of clicks. Sorry. I hate fakery. It's lying. Why are you lying? Are you that desperate? Maybe they are. I don't know. Oh, bonus!
The voice.
We get a bonus.
A mother was standing in her daughter's room texting a realtor about a house she planned on buying. She didn't notice anything at the time, but later while reviewing the nanny cam, she watched her daughter waving to the camera, thinking it looked adorable, when all of a sudden she heard something creepy. She explains that this isn't the first time paranormal incidents have happened in this house, and that things have been happening ever since she was pregnant. This is what she caught.
For a voice this is like a Class A disembodied voice. This is really a high quality EVP or paranormal voice, if it's truly what it is. I mean, this could be, one, it could be edited in. Two, there could be a speaker behind with somebody, saying these things to the speaker. Normally, what happens is you only get one word or short word or something like that. You don't get "help me" over and over again. Interesting. It's just an interesting video. I don't necessarily believe this is a paranormal activity. I think this is easily faked, unfortunately. But you know, if it's real, this is something that you could probably do something about yourself without necessarily. And this is kind of bad advice. So I'm going to give you two things. I'm going to give you the thing I was just thinking about, and then I'll give you the thing I actually think you should do. If this is really paranormal activity, you've been in the house for years, you know there's no speaker there, you don't know whose voice that is, you hear different things, different parts of the house, you know your house, you're not faking anything. So it's really a haunting. Let's say that. The help me thing, generally if it is a spirit, it's not demonic. It's somebody who needs something. And that's what this seems like. A cry for help. What does it want and how can you help it? Because if it's like if it was somebody who was murdered in the house and they just need you to know who the murderer was or figure that out or find that out, you know, once you find that out and reveal it, I've heard of cases where the paranormal activity immediately stops. Like everything's good, everything's figured out, it's all good. Now, that being said, I almost never believe that there are spirits left over. I almost always think that paranormal activity is demonic. The veil's getting thin. I've said this before. We're kind of close to the end times. That's what the war in Israel is really about. I'm not going to go over it again. But I think it's probably demonic. What you really should do is contact an exorcist, pray over the house, pray over your child, pray over everything in that room, sprinkle holy water everywhere, and really get it out of there. That's really what you should do.
Deep breathing can be heard, and then a voice saying the words, "Help me," over and over.
Now, the problem I have with this is, and I really like the way ghost hunters and those people do it, is they play the sound for you several times, right? Or like person there that's hired them to come in and do an investigation at their location. They'll let the person listen to it, and then they'll ask them, "Hey, what do you think this says?" Without prompting or hinting or saying anything. When you put up "help me" in those letters, my brain is going to automatically do prescribe those words to what I'm hearing. So I think a video like this would be better if originally you just play the video and we try and decipher what it's saying. Play it 2 or 3 times and then say, I don't know what you heard, but this is what I think it heard. Play it one more time with the help me overlays at that point.
Over again, she explains that the camera wasn't hacked, as she would have heard the speaker activate and would have been notified, as her account has 2-factor authentication. So just what is crying out for help? You judge. But if you want to see a security guard hide from something terrifying by emerging...
If they're already in there, nothing that you've already done is going to help you. They can override and circumvent all of that. Now, granted, the big thing is she was in the room when it happened, and she didn't hear anything. She didn't react to anything. That to me more realistically conveys that this was something only the camera caught. That's all I got on this video. All right, that's it. Might need... Should I get some water? No, I have to fight with the cats. Ooh, it's pretty late. I didn't realize how late it was. We're still going to do a little bit of Hollow Knight. I said I would. We're going to do it. All right. Let's get rid of the screen capture. Let's pull up Hollow Knight. We're not going to do a lot of it. We're not going to do a lot of Hollow Knight tonight, but we will come back on tomorrow. And the good news is I already did all my chores for the night. So what we got going on now is I'll finish up the stream for tonight, and then we'll go ahead and end it and do all that stuff. But then I can go just right straight to bed. I don't have to do anything else. It's already all done. I was thinking ahead for once. Data save. All right, let's get the controller in. I'll watch these videos tomorrow while I'm at work. This one and the one earlier today. If the sound is good, and especially on this one, because I did something on OBS Studios, it may have fixed the sound too, because I believe Streamlabs uses OBS Studios. All right, let's get moving here. Ooh, almost died again. See, I was trying to get to whatever that creature was. Dang it. We're going to have to go sit on the bench here before we go further up, further in. Dang it. I'm going to have to go sit on the bench again. There we go. Wait, that's the wrong button. Oh, I don't even know why I was going up there in the first place. Whoa. Oh, oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, here you are. Ugh. Oh, listen. Oh, hello again. I suppose you've already met with the tribe of this village. They seem a little distrustful of strangers, to put it lightly. They're not brutes, though, no. The sickness in the air that clouds the mind of the lesser beasts, they resisted. They retained their intellect and their honor. Wow, that's a weird spelling of it. Honor? Through their lethal traditions. I have some words of advice, my friend. If you plan to challenge the lords of this tribe, your blunted nail may prove inadequate. There's a city nearby, the capital of Hollownest. I've heard a nailsmith resides there. Seek the old bug out, and you may find progress that much easier. Sometimes the writing is a little. We gotta go down here. Oh my god. That's amazing. Where's my body? Down. So the old Holonists area, we need to go up. Okay. That's what he's saying is that to challenge you. Yeah, there we go. See? And it's just that easy. No. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, where he's meaning for me to go. The old capital. I don't even know what those things do except be annoying. I can't get up there. That's right. Nope. Okay, fine. But there's a nailsmith in the old village. Can I see, like, a bigger map? That'd be nice. Dang it. Even money. All right. There we go. We're out of here. I need to get up there. Well, we're going to do this thing. Get out. Oh, I can't believe I survived that without dying. Have I been up here? This doesn't seem like I've been this way. Maybe. Here ends the pilgrim's way. Hollowness heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share glory. Share in its glory. Okay. Pilgrim's way. This doesn't look... Dang it. Oh. Is this really going to be difficult like this? Oh, damn it. I'll take it. Damn it. That looked even better. Turn on the dang lights. I'm not going to make this. I need a bench. I'm a ways from one. All right, fine. I can't believe that. Why does that thing look angry down there? Where am I going? So if I get the Pilgrim's Way, is that where I need to go to get the nailsmith that'll get me? Yeah, this is where I first came in here. Hey! She's not there anymore. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. When? When? Win. That one was a win for sure. I almost feel like I need to go back down to the Pilgrim's Way again. Where am I going? Well, we're going up to the bench up here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Yes. I mean, I could buy it, but I think I'm going to try to go back and get that key. Queen Station. Because I actually need just about 50 more geo. Probably get it on the way back. I knew it when I made the jump. Full up. Full up. Quick way now that we can just jump off the walls. Where am I? See, we can go up to Dirtmouth. What is this thing up here, though? It's like I should go. I don't remember being here before. Or at least not those weird bugs in the middle of the water like that. Okay. I think he's spitting on me. Oh, I want the other side. I don't think I've been this way. Oh, cool. I do feel like I've been here before. I feel like I'm just going further away from where I need to be. But I'm kind of farming right now. Old. What if the old village is. Oh, whoa, that was close. What is this the old village that was over here? Kind of feels like that. Hey, play nice. Here, let's go out here. This is different. I don't think I've been this way. Oh, I think maybe I have. Yeah, I think I have been this way. See this? Hold on. There's this. Well, somebody was here, but not anymore. Oh, I don't think I could get. What is happening right now? Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townsfolk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes, this lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate, full of life. What were you talking about? Oh, yes, charms. I can see you started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. Life, this charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. The nail you wield is adorable, but do you sometimes feel it could be a little bit longer? Ooh, I like that. I love the simple design on this little fellow. Very classy. It's made of a nice, solid, heavy material too. Steady body. Wear it and you'll be able to stay firmly in place when swinging your little nail around. Are you a spellcaster, you little scoundrel? Ho ho, I'm only teasing. If you ever learn any spells, you should buy this charm for yourself. I've heard it will make a spell much stronger. The crystal set in the center of this lovely, exquisite, isn't it? Even I've heard that the crystals help you to focus. So if that's something you'd be interested in, you should take this beauty home. Quick focus. What that is. Buy this notch charm. Ooh. There's a couple of these notches right here. This is annoying. We're going to definitely get this one. But the long nail. Okay. Is that what we got for now? Could get another one. Let's try this one. Don't have enough to buy that $500 one, but Geo, I should say. Well, we did get another notch, so we could get another. What's this one? Dash Master. Wayward Compass. Gathering Swarm. I don't really need the Gathering Swarm. It does help collect things faster. So annoying. Long nail. We definitely want to do that. Oh, I have to. That's right. Can't just switch charms. Oh, you know what? What time is it? Oh, yeah, we got a little bit of time. Well, while we're at it, hold on. There's a bench right here. Oh, we updated the map, which is good. And now let's swap some stuff. I need one more notch. I like the Dash Master. I think we can get rid of the. What? Interesting. All right. Where's the long nail, though? That's the one I want. Is it longer? Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Now we're gonna try down there. Yes, down there, where we came from long ago. Oh, wait, how do I use this one? What if hold on. Nope, I don't do it either. Hmm. Alright, well, maybe we go the other way. I don't know how we connect to it. Feels like we should have already been able to connect to that, though. The other side. Yeah, we're not going to get as much geo now. Oh, bother. Pardon me. We're going to take. Wait, the thing is up here, isn't it? Yeah, it's pointing this direction. Okay. This will get us there faster, at least. Try. Do or do not. All right. So maybe the Mantis village is what he was talking about. Let's find out. We go this way. Let's not go that way. We do want that. Oh, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to make that jump. Yes! One to go. And I think I can buy it, actually, upstairs. Where am I? Oh, Queen Station. So I need to go up further. You know what? It didn't. Where's the. Is this the one with the weird bug eating the ceiling? Where's that? I think she's in here, though. Yeah, not that way. Oh, but you know what we can do since we're right here? We're going to save it. Rest, save, map updated, all the above. Smart. Now you're thinking with power. Super power. What's this way then? Oh, here she is. Willow. This place must have been quite a hub built at the border between two lands at Misty Trail. Those bulbous growths another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming. So while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. Okay, well, see you later. Where am I going? Yeah, up and over. Well, I guess I'm going down here. So I think the Mantis Village might be where he's telling me to go. I gotta go down and over. How do I get over there? I can't see how I do it. Too eager. That's good. There's no reason to keep killing things. Except to die. There we go. Alright. We're out. Dang it. This is so difficult of a crossing. Yes! We get more cash. I think there was a... Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to make that. I might die here. Yep. I don't know how I'm going to get my body back here either. Oh, no. I'm a long way. Technically, I am a long way. It's like right below me. Below me. Those stupid... Oh. Pop up to our store in Dirtmouth. Purchase a map of this. I already did that. For a very excellent price. I'm full. Oh, I thought I was... Just like that. That's what I wanted. Where's my body? Come on, body. Dang it. See? Come on. Come on, little body. I know you can do it. Oh. Come on, little body. I gotta hit you twice. And I'll take all my Geo back. Stupid. Floaty little. I got the long nail, too. You think it would help a little bit? All right, I'm out. All right. Mantis Village. Let's just focus up. You stupid. I need health. How do I get to the Mantis Village? I gotta go all the way over there? I can't just, like, go down here and go the short way? No, because it's blocked. Okay. Yep, that's totally the way. That took way too long. We gotta go the long way. Alright. Well, let's keep moving. Need the health. Need the soul. Was there a way down and around to that? I think there might be a way down. Oh. How much? That's another mask, though. I could. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. All right. I think that's it for the stream tonight. We'll have to go back there, get our body, and continue on tomorrow night. As always, thank you guys for joining me at One Card Gaming. That's all I got for you tonight. We'll be back again with some more debunking tomorrow night, and I know. I'm trying to figure out, like, I keep doing the debunking stuff. Maybe I'll do some funny videos or, oh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow night. Sorry. We're doing the NFL picks. Reveal what I picked, what I got right, what I missed, and we'll continue that through the season. And we'll see if I end up over 500. It's really the goal to pick games up to 500. Get even money all the way up through. And yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow night. So no debunking video, but we're going to do we're going to change it up just a bit, see how things go. All right, everybody, again, thank you for joining me, Adam, on Glowing Card Gaming. And I will see you tomorrow. And until then,